How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another collection video. So today I'm picking up where I left off last time, and today I'm going to continue down the alphabet, so that's where we are. So continuing with A, first album for today is Abigor with Verwüstung Invoke the Dark Age. So for those who don't know, Abigor is a very well established black metal band. They've been around for the best part of the last 30 years. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think since the early 90s. And they're a band from Austria. Not Australia, but Austria. Österreich. Sie kommen aus Österreich. Ja. Verwüstung is the German term for devastation. So you get the impression this album's not about peace and flowers. No, it's very aggressive, warlike, symphonic, atmospheric black metal. Abigor, they have a distinct sound. Being from Austria, they're quite different to the Scandinavian sound. The atmosphere and the melodies are a bit different. They use twin or even triple guitar harmonies, and a lot of it's blistering and extremely fast, but at the same time, they're not afraid to slow down and incorporate some atmosphere with acoustic guitars. And what I also like is they use keyboards, but not throughout, but only when it serves the song. So it's that nice balance between aggression, melody, and atmosphere, which only a few bands can do well, in my opinion. So that's certainly achieved on this album. Abigor, for me, it's kind of a hit and miss band. No offense, some albums haven't really done it for me, but to me, this is their crowning glory. This is the go-to album for me. Recently, I also got into another one, Nachthymnen, Night Hymns or Hymns of the Night. I think that's a great atmospheric one too. I also like Supreme Immortal Art. That's a great album. But this one, I strongly recommend this one as their best, in my opinion. Yep, you've got 9 tracks here, various tempos, very fast riffs, double kick drumming, blood-curdling screams, shrieks almost, they're awesome, and then also acoustic guitars and keyboards. A couple of solo synth tracks just to provide some relief, I think, but yeah, it makes for a very diverse album. No bad songs, but my favorite ones, absolute favorites, are the first one, Universe of Black Divine, and also the second track, Kingdom of Darkness, awesome. For me, absolute favorite song is track 6, My Soft Vision in Blood. That's a kind of slower, more melodic song, but the outro has got this soaring, powerful atmosphere where I think they use timpani, drums, and French horn and keyboards, but it's just got this soaring, epic atmosphere, which is just brilliant. But again, no bad tracks. Other ones, Eye to Eye at Armageddon is good. Also, Weeping Midwinter Tears. Yeah, that's a kind of melancholic track as well. So a variety of atmospheres. Yeah, just fantastic. And what I like, it's not that conventional songwriting structure. They don't just do verse, chorus, verse. Like each song, they launch into one riff and then something else. So you never know what to expect. But yeah, just a fantastic listen. So strongly recommend this. Just show you the inner sleeve. So this is the original pressing, I believe, on Napalm Records, 1994. I bought this particular copy in 1999 from Relapse Records. And show you the inside. So you've got Guy in the Forest in corpse paint on the front, some comments on the songs, this inner booklet in German, which I don't have time to translate now, and just some atmospheric corpse painted pictures of the band. So that matches the atmosphere of the music perfectly. So, if for some reason you haven't heard this album, or you've never heard Abigor, definitely check it out. This would be the first album for me to recommend. Abigor, Verwüstung Invoke the Dark Age. Right, next. It's all black. Some of you may have already guessed what this is. None other than Abruptum with Obscuritatem ad voco amplectera me. This is an album released in 1992 on Euronymous' Death Like Silence Productions. You see the logo there. So I think this is the original pressing. It's a Swedish project featuring It, that's this guy, aka Tony Sarka, rest in peace, and Evil, otherwise known as Morgan from Marduk. And this is what some people call a black noise project, if you've never heard of it. So it's not exactly black metal. It's not exactly ambient. There's a black metal aesthetic. You can see here, they're wearing corpse paint. And what it is essentially two people experimenting in the studio with various guitar sounds. There's an anonymous drummer as well, so there's some kind of rhythmic backdrop sometimes, but for the most part it's seemingly spontaneous and experimental, like creates, with a lot of effects and sounds, it creates this very dark atmosphere that's heightened by the vocals of It, where it has these like wails and blood-curdling screams, and allegedly those vocals were created through self-inflicted torture. So you probably can't see it here, but it says It cries, screams, and torture, and evil guitars, sounds, and darkness. So, but whatever you call it, it creates a dark, sort of cavernous, evil atmosphere. So you have to be in the right mood to listen to it. When I am, I really enjoy this, something very different. There's 2 tracks, each consisting of 25 minutes. No song structure, they sort of embark on different soundscapes and journeys. But yeah, there are some definite highlight parts in this. So if you're looking for something a bit different, yeah, this is an album to go to. Like when I first heard it, I was only 14 years old. I'd only been into death metal for a little while, and then shortly after that, heard black metal for the first time. Impaled Nazarene's Tol Kommt Nors 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 album, which that was a big step up, like in terms of extremity and darkness and everything. And then shortly after that, Abruptum was the second black metal band I heard. So it was a very steep learning curve for me at that age. I'm sure some of you have heard this band. They've released a few albums. Actually, my favorite track by them is the song De Profundis Mors Vas Consumet, which is on the Nordic Metal compilation, the tribute to Euronymous. That has more of a song structure, so to speak. I remember the guy who played this to me in the shop, he said, yeah, it's just noise, but it has something, it's got this dark atmosphere, and I agree. So if you're in the mood for something different, check it out. Abruptum with Obscuritatum ad voco amplectera me. Classic 92, early 90s. All right, and that is it for this video. I'll be coming back at you soon. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and if you have any recommendations for me about albums I'm missing, just let us know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.